Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, you probably didn't expect to hear from me until June-ish, but I'm taking a break from my aggressive vacation schedule to do a marginal amount of work. Today on the show, we're talking about Bespoken Spirits moved from California into a new $3.2 million facility in Lexington, Kentucky. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join in welcoming my co-host, Steve Eclay, as well as our special guests, Lenny Eckstein, Michael Steinkamp, and Darren MacLeod.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, all.
Hey, so yes, we're going to be talking Bespoken Spirits today. We'll get to that after the break as we talk about this move from San Francisco to Lexington, but we'll see what the gang thinks about that after the break. For right now, Darren said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
New guy, KK's boyfriend, brought in cookies to the shop on Full Food Friday, and I would like to know what everyone's go-to type of cookie is.
Go-to cookie, okay.
Because a lot of people had cookies opinions that day, and I want to see where people fall.
He brought one with raisins, which raisins are pretty divisive. I happen to like raisins, so it's okay by me. But I know a lot of people don't like them. So, yeah, so it falls definitely into more.
Do you like raisin cookies? Like just raisin?
It was oatmeal raisin cookies is what he had. So, yeah.
Oatmeal raisin, when done correctly,
I agree,
is a good cookie.
Yeah, and he did them correctly.
If they're soft and they're actually if they're good, when they're good, they're really good. But when they're bad, they're dried out and not enough sugar.
Awful.
Yeah. So
his were good for the record. His were very good, and I'm not a raisin guy, but it was really good.
Yeah. So if you had to pick out one cookie, and this is the one you gotta
cookie for the rest of your life.
Rest of your life, what would that cookie be? I'll go first. I think I'm going to go simple here. I'm going to go chocolate chip. I do feel like there's some things you can play with there, even if it has to be, you can't even do other types of chips or anything like that. But there's different. You could have the squared off chips. You could have semi-sweet, dark chips. You could do, you could do soft chocolate chips versus the ones that are crunchy. There's a lot of diversity there. Yeah, sea salt on top. There's a lot of diversity you could get, even if you keep it pretty, hard and fast that you can't really vary from that much. There's still a lot you could do with just the chocolate chip. So I think it's a classic. That's the one I'd go with.
That's a good safe answer because if you're taking the cookie at its best and at its worst, the worst chocolate chip is still a good cookie.
That's true. Yeah,
that's a good.
It's still 1,000% better than a bad oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Lenny, how about you? I don't know. Do vegans eat cookies? I don't even know.
I don't know either. I don't eat cookies. No.
Of course you don't.
Of course not. That's just lowbrow.
They're too lowbrow.
It's lowbrow.
For the
wait. But I kind of have a cookie story that happened today. I don't know if macaroon's a cookie. Is it?
Oh my God.
Let's just go.
What a fancy guy thing to say.
For billionaires, yes,
not
it's a
sure.
cookie.
Are
So we're in this coffee shop
those
this morning. I'm
count?
eating a breakfast burrito. I'm out hanging out with my kid. He's eating a macaroon for breakfast, and he's like, "Dad, do you want some of this macaroon?" I'm like, "I sure don't." And he's like, he keeps gesturing it to me like I want. I'm like, "Arla, I don't want the damn macaroon." And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't eat macaroons." And this is like the same conversation we're having right now. His mind is blown that I won't eat a fucking macaroon, nor will I eat cookies in general. But I guess without belaboring that point any further than I have, if I was to eat a cookie, I feel like it would be like a ginger snap or something, like something not too...
Of course. Yeah.
Can't be mainstream.
So even
Right, can't be
macaroons are
mainstream.
too lowbrow for Lenny, is what we just
No,
learned.
no,
It is
it's
bottom
not.
tier food, too lowbrow.
It's not that. It's that I have tree nut allergies in some instances, and I
In
don't
some
trust
instances.
the macaroon maker to not try to poison me. So no macaroons.
And you
Wasn't
know,
there a
every
show
single
one time?
cookie that exists has tree nuts in it. So
Yeah,
we can't have any
macaroons
cookies.
clearly do.
No
They're
cookies.
Probably.
so nutty. So wasn't there a show one time when Arlo had some macaroons? He had like a friend over and they had macaroons, and you tried one. You're like, "Oh, this is terrible."
I don't remember.
Maybe I
Maybe.
dreamt that show up. I don't know.
Maybe I don't remember.
I think so. So, yeah. Well, just at the tasting bar on Saturday, were you there? You were there, Darren, when someone was talking about Lenny and his disdain for sandwiches. There was
Yes,
a customer
yes.
was in talking about Lenny eating sandwiches.
I mean, I
it
eat
was
plenty-
lowbrow. That's
He's not helping himself today either.
No,
That's all
no.
right.
Yeah. So Lenny is just that's the poor man's food. So yeah. Beka, how about you? Cookie.
I
Uncookie.
personally don't think that choosing chocolate chip cookies is a safe choice.
Okay.
I mean, it's the correct choice.
Yes. Thank you.
A chocolate chip cookie is not a safe choice.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is one of the best cookies to ever be created.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate chip cookie. I mean, you can't like that. There's nothing about that that's a safe. It is just good.
Because everyone loves them. That's why it's safe.
It's
You're not
it's
pushing
good,
any
but that's not
envelopes.
safe though. It's
Is
not
there-
safe. It's good. Like that is not a. It's not a safe choice when it's the right choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at the
and
chocolate chip
I'm
cookie.
not gonna say some weird fucking cookie because I want to sound like a cool person here. Like, okay, Oreos. Yeah, I guess an Oreo's good. Is it a cookie or is it a sandwich? I don't really know. But
It's a soup. You know,
I
Lenny
don't
doesn't
know.
eat it.
Lenny won't touch it either.
Lenny won't touch an
Now,
Oreo.
I just recalled. You know what? When we were in
Sandwich
Key West,
cookies, no way.
There was a bag, but whatever, a thing of Oreos, carton of Oreos, and I did reach over and grab a few, and Tony was like, "You know that's a sandwich, right?"
It's a sleeve. It's a sleeve of cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like you can't like it. Like I said, it's not a safe choice to pick chocolate chip cookies. If I'm gonna have a chocolate chip cookie that I made at home, I like made them myself. They're gonna be the best fucking chocolate chip cookies ever. If I go somewhere to a state fair and they've got the mini chocolate chip cookie stand and you get a glass of milk and you're half in the bag already, best fucking cookie I've ever had there as well. Almost every single time, except for when someone's like mixed up the ingredients somehow and they made it wrong because they're idiots.
Right.
Otherwise, every single time I've had a chocolate chip cookie, I've never been like, ooh, I don't know, didn't really enjoy my cookie very much.
Yeah.
But it's such a
I've done
vanilla
that with many
frappuccino
other
answer.
cookies.
Basic and
No, it's not.
It's not basic if it's right.
Correct.
I mean, you also can't tell someone, oh, you picked chocolate ice cream because you're fucking basic. Chocolate ice cream is good. Vanilla ice cream is good. They're
Yeah.
inherently good flavors. And they're some of the most popular things because they're very, very good. So
and I still get to have chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream if I just like the chocolate chip.
with vanilla ice cream. Oh, it's so basic. You mean it's good? It's
Exactly.
basically good? And I didn't decide to do fucking like tomato bisque cookies.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what
like,
Darren comes up
fucking,
with.
I'm gonna have.
I feel like I'm listening to a vodka drinker.
Fucking animal crackers for Darren. Okay. We'll see.
animal crackers slap.
Yeah, that's a lie.
When you're drunk, animal crackers go hard.
No, they don't. They have never gone hard. I never like. There's never been a time when those have been
You
like,
smoke a
wow,
lot of
fuck,
weed, baby.
Yeah,
Maybe.
fuck, those are good. The only time that animal crackers are good is when you have that little side dip of like confetti.
Oh
frosting.
yeah, they're good
Oh.
then.
See,
I'll
now,
give you
now
that.
you're almost to my favorite cookie. The
Are you going to
iced-
say
you got?
vanilla
Is
wafers?
it sugar cookies?
Is it
iced
Dunkaroos?
sugar cookie? The
Oh, okay.
iced sugar cookie. Absolute winner. Love
That's a
it.
good call, actually.
Love
I
it.
like the iced sugar cookie too.
Love it.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to hate
iced cookie.
Steinkamp's answer, but I like it. So yeah, I wanted to be combative, but I
Yeah,
can't. It's a good
no,
choice.
they're so good.
It's a good choice. All right, Darren, what did you just say? Nilla
Let's
wafers is
hear
the
what
West
sort
one?
of
No,
fucking.
I was
Yeah,
very
let's see what
interesting.
kind of hipster bullshit that Darren's
I know.
gonna come up
He's
with.
gonna
I'm
say
turning my
vanilla
volume up to
wafer.
hear it.
It's not
He's
really
gonna say vanilla wafer.
a type of cookie. It's a ingredient that is found commonly in cookies. But any damn cookie with pecans, in it,
Marzipan.
it does not matter.
Any cookie with pecan.
You can't-
pick a fucking cookie, Darren.
No.
We're talking
No.
about
You can't do
fucking
that.
cookies.
Okay,
No.
my cookie then is any cookie with an egg in it.
Anything that,
That means
has
I get to keep all cookies.
anything that
Mine's
has
what you do with flour.
granulated sugar is my favorite cookie.
That's
I
the
just love
dumbest
pecan
goddamn
cookies.
thing I ever
Pecan
heard.
sandies. Let's go there then.
Pecan
sugar cookie
sandies
with
are your
pecans on
favorite
top.
cookie.
That's better.
That's your favorite cookie.
How old are you?
Pecans.
Are you
Is a
70?
pecan sandy.
Darren, that's like your porn name.
Oh my god.
Pecan sand? No.
Becca
That's not
is
the word.
winding
You
up
literally
to
it's
deliver.
like
Go,
it's like
Becca.
you picking like going through all the fucking like Girl Scout cookies and it's like Thin Mints, no, that's just way too many people enjoy those. Oh, too many like you're like, let me go with the one that's the fucking worst.
Thin Mints are only good cold. I will
Is
die
there-
on
Are they
myself.
still good?
Yeah.
They're good cold.
Yeah,
yes,
they're
but
still
that is
good.
only
They
one
had a
way.
Is there
pecan in
even
it.
a commercial brand of pecan sandies?
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
No.
Just make my own cookies.
Because no, they only serve those in nursing homes.
Maybe I hang out a lot in
And you know
nursing homes.
what?
You don't know me.
Every single person in that nursing home is pissed about it. I don't know a single old person that's like, I love pecan sandies. They're all like, all they do is feed us these pecan sandies all the time, and I fucking hate them. I just wish I had some
No.
chocolate chip cookies.
You could do this show with everyone in the world, just one after another, come up with the microphone and tell us what cookie. It's going to be the only one who says pecan sandies is the
No
cookie.
one would say
So
that.
I just looked up on Google best pecan sandy recipe. It appears in the Pioneer Woman magazine.
Of course. Of course. Darren actually kind of looks like the Pioneer Woman. What's her name? Is her name,
Rocket?
Joe? Is her
Rid of
name
this.
Joe, right? Or something like that? Trisha or...
I will sit in my little
That's
house.
a
on the
very
street
hairy
and
woman that's
fucking
making
happy,
the pecan
okay?
sandies.
And
Yeah.
any cookie with a pecan. What are you talking about?
I love pecans. That was the main point I wanted to express here.
You didn't ask what was your
then.
favorite nut.
Yes.
Well, that
yes,
would be
that
taken
wasn't
out of
the question.
context.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, I really just
Said
wanted to
no
talk
one
about my
ever.
nuts.
No one has ever in the history of the U.S.
You know what?
said
I expected this
pecan
out of
sandies
Lenny.
is
I
best.
would have expected Lenny to go, well, I don't really eat cookies, but I do really like to eat pecans. So if a cookie had a pecan on it, I would do that. That's the response I expect from Lenny to say. And I go, okay, Lenny.
So
Sure.
my,
Fuck,
I'm
okay,
gonna
fine.
defend myself.
That's
a
on
little
brand
bit.
for him.
Yeah,
For my
on
real
brand for
answer, I
Lenny.
don't think anyone else has heard of, and so I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
say-
The mainstream, he went pecan sandy. Now he's going to get
That's his mainstream answer.
That's his mainstream.
He's such a
pecan
hipster.
Pecan tossies is what they're called. It's something that
sandy. Tossies.
they're like little bits of pecan pie in cookie form, and they're.
You mean
fantastic.
you like mini pies? So you like
Yes.
pies is your answer for the cookie
For
question?
his best cookies.
I
is
like-
pecan pies
I like really small
pie?
pies that are cookie size.
and cookie shaped?
So maybe you should have asked what our fucking
Well,
favorite
pies are
pies
cookie
are.
shaped. They're round.
What are our favorite pies?
Yeah, but they're not personal.
God forbid
A
somebody say
ham pie's
apple.
personal.
But hand pies aren't round.
What fucking shape are they?
Neither is your hand. It's
They're
your
hot
hand
pocket
isn't round.
Are they they got 5 fingers on them?
Yeah, no, they look like a hot pocket.
Yeah.
Pecan tossy.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Tastic,
they're
yeah.
fantastic.
You and your
Ta-
fucking Pop
tasty.
Tarts, Darren. I don't care.
P-A-S-S-I-E-S.
P-A-S-S-I-E-S.
Who did Darren asked this question, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who asked this
Yeah,
question?
Yeah.
it's terrible.
He asked us our
Absolutely.
favorite fucking cookies, and he came up with fucking hand pies.
Yeah, yeah. He likes a hand pie. Is his favorite cookie.
You should ask our favorite dessert.
Right. Yeah.
Well, tune in for the next show. You might know what's coming.
Darren's like, oh man,
I fucked this one
Small
up.
talk is
I got it
good.
next time.
What's
You
your
ruined
favorite
this show
dessert?
for us. He ruined it, as McNew says. He ruined it.
Ruined
You
it.
ruined it. All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'll go first. I've got from 10th Mountain. I got their rye whiskey. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Quiet, very quiet. So, all right. What do you got there? Let's go with Beka.
I've got some barrel bourbon.
Barrel
Over here
bourbon.
somewhere. Let's
Somewhere.
see. Yeah, this is from when I still lived in Minot, I think. Batch number 18, cast strength.
Okay, that's our leader. It was nice. Could be beating it feels, but we'll see what happens. All right, Lenny, you're next.
I've got some Cottonwood smoked single malt from 1874 distillery over in Alamosa.
Okay. The sound of your table reverberating.
I
Just about
disagree.
drowned out. Yeah, it was good. That table. You're gonna have to work on that.
I'll make a new one.
All right.
Get on that, Lenny.
That was on brand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lenny has the lead, but there was also a lot of table noise there that just reverberated. But all right. Next up is Darren.
I got some Rye 3 cigar blend, Series 1, Batch 1.
Okay, no, not enough. Lenny still has the lead. Steinkamp is yet to go, though.
I have a well-loved bottle of Stumpy's Old Monroe, ABV barrel pick. Not much here.
No,
Nope.
nothing there. In
Nothing.
fact,
No.
nothing there.
Nothing.
Just for those listening at home, he did in fact open the bottle.
He did. Lenny wins, so cheers to Lenny.
Cheers, Lenny.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Bespoken Spirits, the fact they moved or are in the process of moving from San Francisco to Lexington. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
My name is Ryan Thompson. I'm a billionaire who buys stupid scotch, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the big move for Bespoken Spirits from San Fran to Lex.
Yes, we are. You're talking about a $3.2 million facility they're moving into. They are pretty active these days, starting out with the Bourbon Festival last year of getting involved in, the world of Kentucky bourbon. So, they're sponsoring events and getting their name out there and doing stuff like that. So they're making a big play here to be relevant. And I think it helps. I do have to say, if you're going to be a relevant brand, doing what they're doing, the jump from San Francisco, which, if you like San Francisco, that's probably a pretty cool place to live. But if you want to be a whiskey person, I think the Lexington is much more rich whiskey heritage than where they were at. So I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to watch this brand and see how they evolve. But what do you guys think?
I think it's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to come to Kentucky to make bourbon. Especially from San Francisco.
From San Francisco, yeah. No.
Are they building a new place? Are they taking over something? Do you know, Steve?
I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
I don't know. But for $3.2 million isn't much. It's a lot of
money.
money. Believe me.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like a lot of money compared to,
sounds like
all
a
these
blending
50
facility
million places, $50 million
Right.
places that are popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, what 3.2 million will buy you in Lexington is, it would buy you like a shed in San Francisco. So
correct.
Yeah.
They were looking at that like, wow, this is just
yeah.
We're going to Kentucky.
We get a bathroom?
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I think the smartest thing about this move for them is going to Lexington, because everyone's trying to get just outside of Louisville. And I think that is getting too competitive, because there's several distilleries being built in Shelbyville and a couple of those other places of the big ones. I think Lexington is ready to house a couple more and can hold, and it has a really good horse museum and other tourists that will bring people to Lexington.
Yeah, I agree. Lexington seems to be expanding. James E. Pepper is certainly doing good. RD1, has a presence there. So there's more distilleries, coming there, and they're definitely focused on the restaurants. They've got a couple of fairs and festivals too. That they got Bourbon Con and some other things that they're doing. So they seem to be on the rise. They seem to be paying attention to bourbon in Lexington. I would assume they feel like they're getting left out. When you think of Lexington, I think that they think city-wise they're definitely on par with Louisville. They're a smaller population, but I think they feel like they should be respected in the same manner. And in reality, they're outshined by Louisville. They're outshined by Bardstown and probably even Frankfort. So then you're like, wow, we're not the fourth best city in Kentucky. We need to step up our game, and it feels like they're doing that. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of cool for them. So this will help them out, I think. So that's good.
How long has Bespoken been around for?
Been around a while, probably 4 or 5 years, as a source brand and doing what they're doing. And they actually have, as of right now, they're getting ready to change that, but they have a presence in St. Louis. They have a facility in St. Louis, which is more of a tasting bar / a meeting space that they've got right on Washington Avenue, which is kind of a hotbed, trendy area.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Yeah, it's a cool place too. I've been there, and they're in the process of shutting that down. So the guy who runs that is going to be moving to Kentucky, and I'm sure he'll be involved in the new facility. So yeah, but I think last I saw him, which was when we were at the he showed up at the. Some of you might have met him and not even known, like Steinkamp. I don't know if you met the guy. You were over on that side. The guy that was there. You had like the Steinkamp area, and then the other area right over there with the guys that weren't from our group. Were at the Bardstown Motor Lodge in the courtyard.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of them. That guy was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So he was in Kentucky for business.
Yeah.
Someone told him about it, so he showed up. So yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So very interesting. What do you think about this, Lenny? Is it going to help him?
I mean, I'm stating the obvious. It's obviously the smart move for any, I hate to say aspiring because they're more than aspiring, but any bourbon brand that wants to take a next step and they're not so rooted, especially as a, someone who's doing blending, that is their presence in the Bay Area so beneficial for them? Not necessarily. I don't know. Maybe it's great for them. I don't know. But I would think that Kentucky carries that cachet. I know it does. So yeah, definitely.
There's the cachet, and like you said, there's got to be savings. Whatever they were at and whatever they were doing, to try to recreate that in San Francisco would be pretty arduous.
And San Francisco's got a lot of tough aspects of it. My sister lives there, and I think it's a great place. It's a beautiful city, but it's got some problems, and maybe they're over those problems, and Lexington makes more sense.
Yeah.
And the climate is not nearly as volatile as Kentucky is too. So if they want to start laying down their own and instead of just blending, it will probably age better in Kentucky.
There you go. More of a Scottish. It's kind of like the Scottish weather there, right?
It's kind of always the same thing and wet.
Consistent. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean that is. I don't disagree whatsoever, but I think that's an interesting, yet to be fully understood aspect of maturation that sounds like some folks are working on that, potentially putting as identical of a product as they can in multiple locations. Mm-hmm. Until then, I love the idea of touting one's regional impact for flavor, but I don't know. Yeah. It'd be interesting if San Francisco blew Kentucky out of the water in terms of a maturation climate. Doubt it, but
sure.
Who knows?
I mean, ISC's done that. They have a whole single malt thing that they do with we've actually have some of their barrels here where they're just aging them in different. I think they have them up at Panther Distilling up in
Michigan,
Minnesota.
Yeah. That's
Panther's in Minnesota.
Yeah, I drove
yes,
past
it is.
Once.
Yes, it is.
Panther.
Because that's the one that some people said was Dylan's Panther.
Yeah,
but it may or may not be. They haven't said that.
I think they have them in Panther. They have them here.
In Texas,
they got a couple. They got a couple barrels in my house.
Balcones. Maybe it's at Balcones. That's where they had them
at. They'll be sad to know that they're empty barrels at Steve's.
Well, Akeley, if you've got a bonded warehouse at your house, that'll come in handy for me. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I've got that covered. So yeah,
excellent. We'll talk terms.
Yeah,
I'm working at sticking some barrels at 11,000 feet, so we'll see what happens.
That'd be cool.
There.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be real cool.
Really? Oh, look at Lenny making shit happen. Is that where does that
close
fit
to being in space?
Is that the highest? Will that be the highest elevation in the United States for barrels?
Probably, but I don't know. I mean, that's not really. On one hand, it is the point. On the other hand, just we can. So let's do it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? You got to if you've done it and it is in fact the highest elevation, you got to take advantage of the marketing opportunities that come out of that.
Why not send it to space?
Right.
Yeah.
You're halfway there already.
Yeah. The other guy hasn't got his in space yet.
Imagine.
It's not in space yet?
Yeah.
No, it's not in space yet. I
can't believe it's not in space yet.
I don't have anything to say about that. That guy does. He watches what I say, so
I'll look down on his whiskey from 11,300.
Wow.
I don't get to look down on things often, so.
Fair enough. So there you go. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Steinkamp, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Investment Whiskey.
Darren.
You can find me and my stupid pecan cookies at The Bourbon Adventures.
In a nursing home.
Yeah. Lenny, how about you?
You can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, and you can visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Also, another one you want to check out that's ABV Network related is our events. That is over at bourbonpalooza.com. New website just launched as we're recording this just last week, and I think it's worth checking out. It took me a whole day to build that. I dedicated an entire day just to build the website, but I think it came out pretty good. You can judge for yourself if you head over to bourbonpalooza.com. And also, if you get the opportunity to come to St. Louis, please see us. We are in Arnold, Missouri, St. Louis suburb. We'd love for you to come in and taste some of our whiskey and buy some of your favorites. We can be found online at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.